Welcome to this brief introduction to Time to Teach. We are excited to have this opportunity to share Time to Teach with you and provide fellow educators with tools to rekindle their passion and find their power to affect positive, intrinsic change in their students' lives. The Time to Teach strategies you are about to hear will transform any classroom or school into an environment of encouragement, empowerment, and excellence. We can make a difference to every child. We need to trust in our abilities to teach, and we need to trust in our students' abilities to learn, academically and behaviorally. Your staff can hone their already considerable skills and find the confidence to exercise their amazing power for good in the lives of children. Let's briefly dig into the 5 core components of the Time to Teach training. They've been in place for many years, some of them for more than 4 decades. The major researchers agree that these 5 components should be in classrooms. It's time to teach. It's time to decrease discipline challenges and increase academic achievements. Let's begin with self-control. We're talking about ourselves here, not the students. We'll get to them later. In academic situations, all educators know that students learn a considerable amount from teacher modeling. The same holds true for behavioral situations. What more important skills can we model in today's classrooms? Do you have students who challenge in your school? I'm sure you do. It's just the way it goes. Conflict is inevitable. However, combat is optional. Kids will take you on at different points. And the question is, can you stand tall and not take the debate bait? Our training will provide your staff with easily implemented techniques which allow teachers to remain calm and respond right. Teachers no longer feel pressured to make abrupt decisions in the face of disruptive misbehavior, which derail them from an academic focus. We give teachers tools to keep their cool in any situation. Our teachers consistently send the message that they mean what they say and say what they mean every time, and that learning is the primary focus of the classroom. Your staff will also be given proven communication methods to avoid power struggles. Often, students try to coax teachers into taking what we call debate bait. Never again will your teachers fall for that trap and climb the stairs of escalating misbehavior. They've worked too hard to establish a positive classroom environment for children to be successful at disrupting it. This part of the training is so effective that teachers from any level of experience have a rekindled confidence in their leadership abilities. The most unchallenged assumption in our schools today is that kids are coming to school ready and willing to learn. The second component is called teach-tos, and they can be traced back about 40 years. We have a whole generation of kids today, kindergarten through 12th grade, who are showing up to school unsocialized. Can you picture some of these kids? Do these students interrupt the educational process for others? Knowing this, how are we going to teach these kids the expectations which they need to have to be successful, and that we need them to have for our instruction to be successful? Lots of leaders in the field of education will say in the first days of school it is critical that you teach the behaviors, but they don't show you how to do this. We have the format for this, and we want to share it with you. Remember, conflict is inevitable, but combat is optional. The refocus format was developed about 22 years ago, and it shows teachers how to ask once and get what they want 80 to 90% of the time. We're not kidding you here. In every classroom and home in America, children challenge. As humans, we look for contrasting environments to guide our decisions about our personalities, beliefs, and actions. With Refocus, you can learn to eliminate 80 to 90% of the pesky classroom misbehaviors. Our Refocus format is powerful. The very functional teachers ask once, have high standards, and normally get what they want, while still being liked and respected by their students. Teachers can handle discipline situations confidently and effectively in the classroom, reducing office referrals by at least 70%. This is what Refocus can do for you. What Refocus does for the students is remarkable too. You will love experiencing this powerful format in action. Another core component of the Time to Teach training is classroom design. In this component, we explore 25 different arrangements, all of them having been created by master teachers across the country, and we discuss the teacher power position along with class membership loops and zones, all to enhance the effectiveness of learning activities. During this segment of training, we'll also explore research on other environmental factors that affect learning and behavior, such as lighting, colors, scents, music, and clutter. More specifically, the benefits of an organized classroom. The final core component of Time to Teach is unconditional positive regard, which is much like parents' unconditional love. Effective teachers like their students, simply because they're in their class and their human nature deserves it. These teachers separately consider the child and the child's behavior. Unconditional positive regard for students is an essential ingredient in a healthy, well-disciplined classroom. We will show your teachers practical strategies to connect with their students, treat them with dignity, and find a way to like every child. If you treat kids unconditionally, if every child knows that he or she is a guaranteed member in your classroom no matter what, they are less likely to challenge and more likely to work for you. I'm sure you know some staff members that could benefit from more positive relationships with their students. You see the value in our training. It's time to bring encouragement, empowerment, and excellence to every classroom. It's truly time to teach. Please contact us. We would be honored to have the opportunity to empower your staff and make a dramatic difference in your school, behaviorally and academically. Let's move forward together.
Teaching is hard. We know this is true. America wanna thank you for the job you do. You return each year for reasons only known by you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Teaching, accepting, embracing new challenges every day. Teacher has to do so many things and so many ways. In spite of this,